raffle.
The actors like to draw them.
Yeah, why don't we have the actors draw
Actors
numbers?
are gonna draw them.
And then
2.
Well, we'll tell you what that means in a minute.
hold on, Nick.
3.
All right, the winner of July by Tim O'Brien is Shannon Osaka. Shannon, are you here?
Snooze, you lose.
Number 3 on this list. So Shannon's really not here. Okay. Dwight Gray, are you here?
Oh, yeah.
He's on the phone. All right.
I'm lucky.
You okay?
8.
Beth Johnson, are you here? You just laughed.
Thank you. We have just have a few quick announcements before we start. Tomorrow morning, thank you. There's a bird walk for anyone interested. A Tennessee bird walk. And there'll be a van leaving from here, the Women's Center, at 6:30 in the morning. It'll be led by Jim Peters, who's an excellent guide for a bird walk. And Sunday morning at 9 o'clock, there will be yoga at Fowler Center. And a 9 o'clock a.m. hike?
Yes.
Leaving from the Women's Center. And this is kind of an early announcement, but people have been asking. On Monday night at 10 p.m. in St. Luke's, there will be a poker game in the study room on the first floor. Also, Gail Hockman has posted meeting times. It's those 2 white sheets of paper behind Hastings and Jonathan back there. So consult those if you're interested in them. And that is all. Enjoy the show.
I think we're starting. No, I'm just going to talk first. I'm just going to say a few things about the play, make a lot of excuses. It's a very new play. I mean, literally finished it, I actually finished it 2 months ago. And I haven't worked on it. I have had a lot of other work to do, so I haven't had a chance to do anything on it. I've had a few people read it, my director, my agent, my sister. So this is the first time I've heard it, and I actually did a few changes last night until about 3 in the morning after we had a rehearsal yesterday. I made quite a few cuts, and you're going to be hearing the first act, which is a little long right now. And it will, if it gets done in New York, which I'm hoping it will fairly soon, it will be shorter. Just a little bit about the play. It's set in New Hampshire, which most of my plays are, in the fictional town of Tremont, which most of my plays are set. And it has a few references to my last play, Him, so there'll be a quiz afterwards. I'm only kidding. Just when I start with a new play, basically what I'm trying to do is I create this world, and the world in the beginning I usually have everything I can think of in there, and then I start to whittle away. So right now it's a little on the bloated side, but What else do I need to say? Oh, you're going to hear some Southern accents tonight, but there are no Southerners in this play. So just substitute New Hampshire accents for every time you hear a Southern accent. No, they don't talk like that in New Hampshire. It's New Hampshire. And I want to thank all my actors, Megan, Matt, Dick, Jill, and my stage manager, Joseph. And then to Megan and Sam for making all the copies, the numerous copies twice. And what else? Oh, it takes place, it takes place in a car and in 2 separate houses. And the time frame is the present and the past. And the present, which is in like the middle of July, and then it goes back to April and into June. It goes back into the past, April and June, and it keeps kind of cutting back and forth between the 2 time frames. And also the character of Rose is not pregnant. Just so you know, you don't get confused about that and think there's something coming in the second act. So I think that's about it.
The character Ron is not ugly.
And I guess that's it. All right. Shall we begin?
I'm more than sure. Oh, we do still need one. Okay, good.
The Immortal Lives of Jellyfish, Act 1, Scene 1. Lights come up on a car, the present. The middle of July. Driving north on Interstate 93 in New Hampshire. Rose Dodd, 18, sits next to Craig Brown, 19, who drives.
Where are we going?
North. Way north. Near the Canadian border. Town called Berlin.
I wonder why it was named that. Is there a German influence?
No idea. I'd go there with my dad. One of the few times I actually enjoyed being with him. We'd take the ATVs in the spring and the snowmobiles in the winter. Acres and acres of dense wood. And lakes, these huge string of lakes. You can just ride and ride.
And scare off all the wildlife and destroy the native plants.
Propaganda.
It's not.
When we get there, I'm renting an ATV and we're taking a ride.
Can't we just go hiking?
Hikers, skiers, snowshoers, they aren't encouraged on the trails. You want to know you can go all out, full throttle, and not worry about mowing someone down. Try it once, Rose. Just once. If you don't like it...
Which I won't.
Just once, Rose. For me.
Lights fade. The car has stopped. Rose is sleeping.
Craig? Craig?
He opens the door, gets in, his arms full of snacks.
Where were you?
I stopped for gas. I didn't want to wake you.
He drops bags of snacks and cans of Coke onto the seat.
2 regular and 1 Diet Coke.
What about water?
At $2 a bottle?
How much was the Coke?
$2. Overpriced, but you still get something for your money. I'll get you water from the tap for free.
Rose grabs a Coke.
They clean batteries with this.
And why would you do that when you can drink it?
You really want that in your stomach?
It's never bothered me, Rose.
When your teeth start to rot out and you develop type 2 diabetes or you get cancer from the aspartame in the diet, then you might find it a bit of a bother.
Well, whatever, Michael Pollan.
I'm surprised you even know who he is.
Fuck you. I know where my food comes from, where it's the cheapest.
Rose reads the price on the bag of chips.
This tiny bag was $3.
Spoken like someone who's never seen the inside of a Walmart or a Sam's Club, where very large bags of this go for about $2.50. A hell of a lot cheaper than your organic apple or spinach.
Oh, I forgot. I'm the spoiled rich girl who doesn't have a clue about the real world.
I didn't say that.
You implied it.
Rose, I'm 8 years old. My parents haven't felt the need to work for months. I come down for breakfast, ask my mom about a bowl of cereal. She pulls the empty box out of the trash and waves it in my face. Says to me, an 8-year-old kid, "You had it yesterday." And she walks out of the kitchen. Walks out of the fucking kitchen.
What did you do?
Called my Aunt T. She came to get me, and I lived with her and Uncle Ron for the next year.
Rose starts to eat the Doritos and drinks a Coke.
Was that our first fight?
I think so, yeah.
I get really mean when I wake up from a nap. Sorry.
That wasn't mean. My father throwing a chair through a window because my mother is going at him like a woodpecker on a piece of deadwood, that's mean.
Let's go visit him. Let's go visit your dad.
No,
I want to meet your father.
no. Jesus, just leave it. You know I'm not like them. My parents, I'm nothing like them.
Of course, I know that, of course.
Lights come down and up on the Carter house. It is a simple farmhouse. The kitchen sitting room could use some work, but it is comfortable. Teresa and Ron Carter are with Charlie Hansen. Ron is pulling a casserole out of the oven.
The accident was 3 weeks ago. She's coming up with Craig's name now.
A couple of days ago, she saw Craig in Shaw's parking lot. He was getting into his car, a blue car, like the blue car she'd seen driving away that night.
A blue car. Really, Charlie?
Teresa.
This town is full of blue cars. I drive a blue car.
And Craig, he seemed familiar too when she saw him.
Was Doris drunk that night? I heard the whole party was out of control. No one was watching that little girl.
I just want to talk to Craig, ask him a few questions.
He's not here. He went to visit Davy.
Charlie stands.
When he gets home, have him give me a call, okay?
He glances over at the casserole.
Is that eggplant or chicken parmesan?
Chicken. Should I get another plate?
Tempting, but Sue would kill me. Long days with Michaela. She needs a break.
How's Michaela doing?
Good. She's got a part-time job, 2 days a week at Walmart. They have her stocking shelves, working, cleaning up. This group we got her into, Heartstrings Community Foundation, they really help kids like Mick, help them get jobs, maybe even make the move to a group home.
You've done well with her.
Not me, Susan, all Susan. I drove up to see your brother last week, Teresa. He's doing well, making the best of things.
I think so.
You'll have Craig call me?
As soon as he gets home.
Charlie starts to leave.
Charlie starts to leave.
How's the little girl? Doris's granddaughter. How's she doing?
Broken leg and a slight concussion, but she'll be fine. Good night. Good to see you both.
Charlie leaves.
Why the hell did you say that?
Shh. She goes to the door and listens. They hear a car start up.
Craig isn't visiting Davy.
Why did you invite him to dinner?
Charlie's a friend, your brother's best friend, and he talks to Davy all the time. He'll find out you were lying.
Maybe they did go to visit Davy.
Take Rose to the prison. I don't think so.
Teresa picks up a phone and dials. We hear Craig's voicemail.
This is Craig. Short and sweet is best.
A beep.
Craig, you need to call me as soon as you get this. I'm serious. Call me. Why did they just take off like that? Sending texts, we need to get away. Get away from what?
He's 18 and he's thinking with his dick.
Oh my God, you don't think she's pregnant?
Eat.
I'm calling Fiona.
No, you don't call her. You do not. Fucking Christ. Teresa, you agreed. You promised me you would never talk to her again.
Something's wrong, Ron. I can feel it. Charlie's not just asking questions. He knows something.
This is how it will go, T. Your nephew will walk through the door, and after I'm done yelling at him for leaving without asking me first, we'll tell him about Charlie. And he'll tell us he wasn't anywhere near Doris Woodbury's house that night, how him and Rose were downtown in the field behind the school, sitting on a blanket, watching the fireworks, and then the bonfire after that.
Lights come down. Lights come up on the Dodd house the next day. It is also a farmhouse, but expensively and extensively renovated. Fiona Dodd, 49, looking very fit, walks into the house wearing shorts and an iPod.
Rose, I took the path across the bog and then pushed through the woods. I must have gone 5 miles. Of course, now I feel like I'm crawling with ticks. I'll have to check myself thoroughly in the shower. I'm going to talk to someone about clearing trails. Wouldn't that be lovely? A network of trails through the woods and the fields. It will be a huge project, but once it's finished, we'll be able to go for miles and miles. Maybe we should get a dog. Would you like that? I might like it. A dog to keep me company while you're at school.
A knock on the door.
Fiona.
She goes to the door and opens it. Charlie Hansen is there.
Hello, Fiona. Have I changed that much? Not you. You haven't changed a bit.
Oh my God, Charlie Hansen.
It's that 15 pounds needs to come off.
Oh, you look fine. When was the last time?
Teresa Carter, Teresa Brown then. Her high school graduation party. You'd come up from New York for the summer, full of all your plans for the fall. What was the name of that college?
Williams. I told you to come and visit me, but you never did. Come in, Charlie.
She ushers him into the living room.
Can I get you something? Juice, seltzer? I'm afraid I don't keep coffee in the house.
I'm good. You really haven't changed a bit. Jesus, how is that possible?
Well, it's not true, but thank you.
I was sorry to hear about your husband.
Thank you. You're married with a child, isn't that right?
Yeah, I don't know what Teresa and Ron have told you.
That there have been some challenges.
Michaela, my daughter has special needs, what was once called retarded. Only they don't use that word anymore. Slow is the more PC term. Delayed, developmentally disabled. Take your pick. But she's a lovely girl. Thanks to my wife, Susie. The woman is a saint. She never let up. Her world revolves around Michaela, morning, noon, and night. Anticipates her every need. But then I guess that's how it should be.
Are you sure I can't get you something? A beer? Oh, I suppose you can't have that.
No, a beer would be good. Officially off duty.
It's so nice to see you, Charlie, and such a surprise.
I'm actually here for a reason, Fiona.
Oh?
You know about my line of work?
You're a policeman.
State police investigator. I'm making a few inquiries.
Inquiries?
About the accident up at the Woodbury farm on the 4th.
I'm confused, Charlie.
Sorry, Doris Woodbury thinks it might have been Craig Brown she saw in the car that hit her granddaughter.
She's accusing Craig?
Just some questions. Might have been Craig she saw and someone else in the car as well, a woman. She can't be sure which one was driving. Now your daughter dates Craig, am I right?
You really are a detective.
Investigator. We're called investigators.
Yes, she dates him, but you should know, Rose doesn't drive.
Your daughter and Craig left yesterday?
In the morning, yes.
Was this a sudden decision?
She's 18. Most of what she does is sudden. My daughter is in love. Craig is her first, sorry to be so blunt, but he's her first sexual partner. She's leaving for college at the end of August, Harvard.
Congratulations.
And Craig, he's going into the Navy, thus the drama.
I'm sorry?
All this need to get away, to be alone, the drama.
And on the 4th?
Also Rose's birthday. We had a little party and then she and Craig went off for the evening. I was in bed when they came home. Rose came in to say goodnight like she always does. Then I could hear the television playing.
He was still there.
He spent the night. Oh, don't tell me that shocks you.
I guess I'm a little old-fashioned. Let me know when your daughter contacts you. A few more questions, we'll clear this whole thing up.
Absolutely. And the little girl, she's all right? The little girl that was hit?
She got pretty banged up, but she'll be fine.
Well, that's good news.
They walk to the door.
I did go and visit you at your college. I drove up there to surprise you. I was walking across the campus, not sure where to look. Then I saw you.
Why didn't you say anything?
You were with a group of your new friends. You looked like you were having a really good time. Bye, Fiona.
Goodbye.
He leaves. She waits a moment and then grabs her phone and dials.
Hi, it's Rose. Leave me a message if you must.
Rose, you need to call me. As soon as you get this, you call me. I mean it, Rose, you call me.
Scene 2. Lights come back up on the Dodd house 3 months earlier, late April. Teresa is vacuuming the house and just generally straightening up. She stops at a candid family photo of Fiona, Rose, and Peter Dodd, Fiona's husband and Rose's father. Ron comes into the room.
Could you fix it?
Loose wire. Those wall lamps she bought. What were they, $2,000 a lamp?
Don't start.
Let's hope her fancy lamps don't burn the house down.
She points to the family photo.
I was wondering if I should hide it, if it will make them too sad.
I was sure she'd sell this place.
Why?
Same reason you wanted to move that picture. Too many memories.
It was her parents' house.
Peter wanted all the improvements, the pool, tennis courts, the barn. Opening this room up, skylights, fireplaces, all his ideas. Man was full of ideas. When he said he wanted me to build the boardwalk through the bog, I told him he was nuts. But he wouldn't hear it, didn't care how much it cost.
He gave you a new start.
You like to say that.
Craig walks into the room.
Holy shit, this fucking house. Everywhere you turn, there's a full gym in the basement.
You've been here before.
Years ago, Aunt. A birthday party for Rose, and we never left this room.
Did you fix the lock?
On the window. When did they get here?
Tonight. I can't believe Peter won't be with them.
Did you tell her you don't clean houses anymore?
I'll tell her.
She'll have to understand things are different now.
Ron walks out.
I was talking to Dad last night. He needs underwear. T-shirts, shorts.
Okay.
Craig walks out. Lights fade, lights come up on the same room, the middle of the night. Teresa sits on the couch, Fiona sits across from her.
I'm hiking up Mount Bentley with Peter and Rose, and my actual heart is beating faster and faster, and then the wind changes. It comes up behind me, lifts me off the ground. T, are you awake? T?
Sorry.
I shouldn't have called you.
Don't do that, Fiona. I'm here. I'm listening at 3 in the morning. The wind has lifted you off the ground.
And whoosh, I'm in the air, flying higher and higher. I'm so high above the mountain. Look at me, look at me. But Peter and Rose don't hear me, don't see me. Locked in their little circle, eating their lunch. I don't care, I'm so happy to be up there. Faster and faster, zooming over the valley and swooping back. I feel so powerful, so exhilarated, so free. I think about that dream all the time. Try to recapture that feeling, but I can't. It's impossible.
You'll have another one.
How do you know?
Because it's a dream. We repeat our dreams. Like the one I have about lying in the road and this huge 14-wheeler is moving toward me. I see it coming. Know it's going to hit me, but when I try to stand up, I can't. My whole body has turned to lead.
When did you last have it?
During the whole business with Davy and all the time when Ron was so sick.
But lately, have you had it lately?
No.
Because you only have it when you're feeling helpless, powerless. I had my flying dream when I was feeling optimistic, hopeful, filled with energy, possibility, when I thought I still had time. I don't have time anymore.
What the hell are you saying, Fiona?
Oh, God, no, I'm not dying. That would be far too easy. This is about living, about my life. And in my life right now, as I'm living it, I'm looking down a very flat, very familiar road, and there's absolutely nothing new in store for me.
Oh, Fiona.
And this isn't self-pity. It absolutely isn't. I'm telling you this because I need to say it. I need to hear it so that I'll accept it and not fight it, like I've been fighting it for so long. I kept telling myself, you just need to push ahead. There's still time. So I signed up for Italian lessons 5 days a week and endless lectures on this or that, history, physics, the history of money. And then that performance artist I supported so she could make her art dancing with her barbed wire hula hoop on the beach.
You liked doing that. You told me. It made you feel like you were contributing.
Is that what I said? Oh, God, I really was grasping.
You've just lost your husband. Of course you're feeling lost.
This isn't about Peter, about our marriage, our sex life.
I didn't say anything about your sex life.
We were still having sex, lots of it. Even though I got on his last nerve, I'd walk into a room and he'd cringe. He'd actually cringe.
I don't believe that.
And then he died. And Rose wanted to get away, so I dropped everything to make that happen for her, to travel across America with my daughter. I petitioned her school, developed a curriculum for her time away. I told myself I was doing it for Rose. It had nothing to do with me, my lack of direction.
You're one of the smartest women I know.
Don't be ridiculous. There are people in this world, people who are classical organ scholars, people who have spent their whole lives studying the classical organ.
You're a mother. One of them. I'm glad you got that line. You're a mother. One of the most important jobs in the world.
How would you know? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
No, it's not. You're my dear friend. You understand me. You always have. And I'm being awful. Just awful. Last month when Rose and I were in Boston, she wanted to go to the aquarium to see the jellyfish. She had just read an article in the New York Times written by this Japanese scientist about a particular species of jellyfish and how it never actually dies.
How is that possible?
I'll send you a link to the article. The point being that Rose couldn't stop talking about it, discussing every detail. She wanted to write to the scientist, possibly go and visit him in Japan. She was up half the night Googling articles about the man and other scientists who have studied the same phenomenon. Of course, her fascination with the jellyfish is immortality, her father's death. It doesn't matter why. This is how lives begin. Real lives, important lives.
I'm so sorry, Fiona.
I know you are.
Someone's smiling. Ron and I feel terrible about not making it to the memorial service.
Oh, I didn't expect you there. It was a circus. All these people from Peter's life, people I didn't know anything about.
I'm just glad you're home.
Mama?
Rose, sweetheart.
Oh, sorry, let her say hi.
Rose shuffles into the room.
Rose, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Did we wake you?
A glass of water. Thirsty. Hey, T.
Oh, I don't think so. Get over here, you.
Teresa wraps her in a hug.
Gorgeous. You are so gorgeous. Tall and gorgeous and going to Harvard. No, it is a big deal, a very big deal, miss. I can speak 3 languages.
Oh, someone's been chatting away.
Yes, you're all we've been talking about because you're so infinitely fascinating.
Rose is hugging Teresa again.
Sweetheart, I'm so sorry.
You were one of his favorites.
Well,
It's true. He was always saying how much I could learn from you about life, about how to live a life.
go back to bed. When you're up, pancakes and bacon at my house.
Oh, yes, please.
You're a vegan.
Not while I'm in Tremont. What's the point?
Good luck.
Jusqu'à petit déjeuner.
Oh, listen to you, clever girl.
Rose exits.
She's so grown up, so beautiful.
When we're out together, no one even looks at me. Even little babies are drawn to her as if I were invisible.
You're still so attractive.
Just let me say these things. I'm not asking you to prop me up. And what about your world? Tell me everything.
Well, my brother is in jail.
Davy, yes, poor Davy.
He's an idiot.
Did he really try and shoot her, Danielle?
Just the car, after he found her in bed having sex with some woman.
Oh, God.
He chased them out of the house with his hunting rifle and shot up the car as it drove away. Danielle pressed charges and Davy is in prison for 3 years. Oh my God, that sounded just awful.
It really did.
My brother's life is bad reality TV.
I'd like to go and see him.
No, Fiona.
Why not?
He would be so embarrassed. Please don't, just please.
Lights come down, back to the present as the lights come back up on the car. Craig drives as Rose texts on her phone.
I've never seen you text.
You have.
No, you've texted me, but I've never actually seen you text.
Just my friend Laura.
Good friend?
Guess. It's hard to find that at Trinity. Everyone's so competitive. There are only so many places.
Places.
For the top colleges. Laura got into Yale, I'm going to Harvard. It's stupid.
What?
Our friends Leah and Sydney aren't speaking to each other because Leah got into Brown and Sydney didn't. That's why Laura texted me. She's all freaked out, doesn't know what to do.
That is stupid.
I said it was. If you'd had the money for college and you'd received the scholarship money, would you have gone? Not joined the Navy?
Nothing to do with me.
It's a hypothetical question.
I want to be a SEAL
Why? Why that one thing?
because it's a commitment to something serious. Hard work and sacrifice. All the things that the adults in my life wanted no part of.
What about Teresa and Ron?
They're good people. They are. A real improvement over my parents. but they've never really dug in on anything. Always just the day-to-day with no kind of real plan. No vision for the future.
What's your vision?
A dedicated servant to my country for 10 years. Then I leave to start a security firm. On the ground, high tech, you name it, go all over the world, do whatever is needed, and be the best at it.
I could come and work for you. I know 3 languages. I'll know more by the time I leave Harvard.
Arabic?
Sure.
She reaches up and kisses him.
Pull over.
Where?
Anywhere, just pull over.
He pulls the car over. They're kissing more intensely now. Rose suddenly pulls away.
I saw her face. The little girl, she was right there staring at me. We should go back.
No, not yet.
Where are we going?
I told you, we're going north. It's gonna be fine, Rose. I swear to you. It's all gonna be fine.
Back to April. Teresa enters her house after her long night with Fiona. She gets a cup of coffee. Ron walks in from the outside.
The bears have been at the feeders again, T. Feeders are your thing, your job to put them away.
It's been such a hard winter. I feel bad for the birds.
You'll feel even worse when the bears are on our porch waving at us through the window.
I'll take them down
When?
right after I drink my cup of coffee.
What time did Fiona call last night?
2:30. She's my dear friend. We've known each other since we were 5. She just lost her husband.
Over a year ago. She lost him over a year ago. Put a fire under it, Craig. We'll be all day on that job in Farleyville. Then I'm stopping by Pauline Randolph's place to meet with her and Bud Starr. They want to start coordinating calendars.
Is this really going to happen?
Yes.
It's just taking so long.
I told you, Pauline and Bud are still negotiating with the farmer a price. And there's that group.
What group?
One of the enviros sniffing around, Tremont Conservation, something or other. Pauline's keeping an eye on them. Says they're just blowing smoke up his ass. In the end, it's all about easements and giving things away, but no money.
Have you talked to Pauline and Bud about me yet?
Don't make me come up there and hurt you. Pauline wants to meet with you in a few weeks, hear your ideas. You won't be doing every garden, but you'll get a good chunk of them.
Thank you.
Your gardens she likes.
For going up for this, I know you prefer being in charge,
I'll still be in charge.
but not like on other jobs.
I'll be making real money, more than I ever have before.
It's never been about the money for you.
Maybe it should have been.
Craig comes clattering into the kitchen.
About fucking time.
I'll pick up that underwear for your father today.
Thanks, Sam.
Craig kisses her on the cheek and walks out.
Did you tell her? Did you tell Fiona you don't clean houses anymore?
It didn't come up. I'll tell her, Ron.
You're not cleaning her house. No exceptions.
He starts for the door.
She seems lost. Fiona seems really lost.
Don't forget the bird feeders.
Lights up on the Dodd house, same morning. Fiona sits on the couch and reads. Rose comes into the room.
Pancakes and bacon. I'm so excited. What are you reading?
A mystery.
What kind of mystery?
The kind I will finish and forget the next day. Although it is British, set in the Cotswolds, so a change of scenery.
The Odyssey. We'll read it to each other every day. Under the stars. We'll do it under the stars.
No.
Dad wanted to go to Ithaca and recite it by the sea, but this will be even better. Much more personal, sweeter. Dad said the Fagles translation is the best. There's a copy in his study. I'll go look.
Relax. Have some fun this summer.
Reading the Odyssey would be fun for me.
Then you do it.
Not without you.
Rose,
Mama.
stop it. Just stop it. Put a blanket under the stars and read the Odyssey. Read away. It would be quite sweet, actually. Lovely. For you, not for me. It would be ridiculous for me.
Mama.
Now come on, we have breakfast to eat.
She goes to the closet and takes out light coats for them. Rose takes her coat and follows her mother out the door. Lights come up on the Carter house. Fiona and Teresa are there. Teresa hands Fiona a cup of coffee. Fiona breathes in the aroma.
Oh, God, you make such great coffee.
Hands it back to Teresa.
But I can't. My adrenals, thyroid.
I take a pill for that.
Synthroid?
Uh-huh.
There are a lot of side effects with that drug.
My doctor didn't say anything.
Of course not. It's much easier to give you a pill. I went to see a naturopath, and he was completely against the medication. Told me to get off coffee, that I'd have all kinds of energy if I did.
But coffee gives you energy.
But then it makes you crash.
Not if you keep drinking it.
Drink your coffee, Teresa. I'll have tea, herbal tea.
Teresa goes to look for the tea.
Will I see Ron today?
I'm not sure. He has a long day on the job.
I want to thank him for taking such good care of the house. Both of you. It's like we never left.
Rose walks into the house.
Murphy seems so old. How did that happen?
He's 30 now.
Do you drive him anymore?
I stopped last year. Didn't seem fair. He likes his stall and hay, a grazing in the field on sunny days.
I know how he feels.
How cool is it that both of you live in the houses your parents owned? How many people can actually say that today? People don't care about roots anymore. I will never sell our house, Mama, never.
You're 17. You can't possibly make that promise.
I just did. Oh my God, maple bacon. I smell maple bacon. Maple bacon and pancakes. Life has no more to offer.
Say I want pancakes in French.
Je veux des crêpes.
In Spanish.
Quiero panqueques.
Now Chinese.
Pretend I just said that in Chinese.
My niece is in China right now. I couldn't get the translation. Clever girl. Do you know what your major will be?
Something with languages, English, biology, history, and jellyfish. I want to study these jellyfish.
Jellyfish?
The ones I told you about.
Oh, right. They live forever, which I find really hard to believe.
But it's true, T. It is. They actually live forever. Don't die. Imagine what that means if it could be understood, really understood why that happens. The implications for research, cancer, Alzheimer's. You think I'm silly.
No, she doesn't. She thinks you're marvelous.
Why didn't you go to college, T?
No money.
What about scholarships, loans?
Boundaries, Rose.
It's fine. Not everyone goes to college, sweetheart. That was your mother's thing, not mine.
Where's the violin?
I'm not feeling sorry for myself.
It's not like Mama ever did anything with it.
Oh, thank you.
I only mean you worked at that bank for a few years, met Daddy, got pregnant with me, and quit when you were 30.
Oh my God, you're right. What was I thinking? I wasted my college education.
I didn't say that.
So I have some news. I'm not cleaning houses anymore. I stopped last month, told all my clients because I'm going to follow my dream, finally, landscape design.
Gardening.
No, it's more than that, Fiona. I'll be doing the actual designs, the whole look of the outside, stone paths and patios, maybe even swimming pools. I already have a few clients.
I always thought you were wasting time cleaning houses.
I needed the money.
I'm talking about your talent, all the wonderful things you've done with our garden and your own. You're an artist.
Thank you, Fiona.
What made you decide?
It's been gradual. Last year I stopped most of my cleaning jobs, and then I did a little advertising for the new business, and now I have 4 whole clients.
What are you calling it?
I don't have a name.
You have to have a name. How green is your garden? Or how does your garden grow?
4 clients, is that enough?
I'll have more soon thanks to Ron and the job he's starting in a few months. Lead contractor for this big luxury development, the Pauline Randolph and Bud Starr's company.
Oh, he's not.
What?
She destroyed that beautiful mountain, covered it with all those houses.
They're nice houses, Fiona, all environmental.
Environmental would have been leaving that mountain alone.
Well, so much for my good news.
Mama, stop. Don't listen to her, T. It's amazing, all of it. I'm so proud of you.
Apparently your mother doesn't agree.
I'm thrilled for you, I am. I only wish you were working for someone else. Where's the property?
I can't say.
Of course you can.
I've already said too much. Once they've signed on the dotted line with the seller, I'll tell you, or maybe I won't. You're being so awful. Why can't you just be happy for me?
I am very happy. Thrilled.
Could I come work for you this summer? I don't want to just sit around, Mama.
Oh, it'll be hard and dirty, weeding, mulching, working even when it's really hot.
Perfect.
You'll need to find someone else to clean for you, Fiona. I can give you a list of names.
Will you still have time for our garden?
Of course, you're one of my clients. Do you want blueberries in your pancakes?
Please.
Teresa takes a bag of blueberries out of the freezer.
Fresh picked from this last summer.
Oh, I miss doing that with you. I got so homesick for this place.
You had more exciting things to do. Your cross-country trip. I want to hear all about it.
When we hit Pennsylvania, we started seeing all these lawn signs and bumper stickers on cars and huge billboards all about God, abortion, same-sex marriages, and guns. Also angry. You will burn in hell if you don't believe what I believe. I kept asking myself, am I this defensive, this angry about what I believe? I don't think I am. I hope not.
Tell her about South Dakota.
We were in our hotel watching the news. They showed this Planned Parenthood clinic in downtown Fargo under siege. The protesters were dressed like Jesus, or ones carrying the signs with pictures of pickled fetuses. And these people are physically trying to stop women from going into the clinic, screaming at them, grabbing them.
Where were the police?
Oh, well, the police were probably related to the protesters. I told Mama, we have to do something. So the next morning we drove there. We weren't the only ones. A bunch of other people had shown up. Not just women, men too. Some came from as far away as Texas, all there to help those poor women who just needed to get through the front door.
For abortions. They were there for abortions.
They all turned to see Craig in the kitchen.
Craig, oh my God, Craig, look at you. You're so tall and gorgeous. Rose, can you believe it?
Very tall.
Why aren't you with Ron?
Got hung up. The building inspector needs to okay this one part of the job before we can keep going. He never showed up, so Ron sent me home.
Oh, he won't be happy about that.
It's not just abortions. Planned Parenthood offers birth control, pap smears, mammograms, and yes, abortions that are any woman's right to have.
And it's the protesters' right to stop babies from being murdered.
Now, come on, you two.
Oh, you didn't just say that. Tell me you didn't just say that.
Sarcasm, Rose.
I'm sorry, but I get so sick and tired of people like him.
Like me?
A man who will never actually be pregnant, throwing in words like killing and murder. It's my body, in me, my choice.
It's a baby.
It's an idea, a thought, nothing real yet.
Bullshit.
Craig.
Are you agreeing with her?
Of course she agrees with me. She's pro-choice.
No, she's not. Tell her, Auntie.
Let's just drop this. Everyone has a right to their own opinion.
What about me, Auntie? How I was born? My mother wanted to abort me. She was on her way to a clinic, but my father stopped her. I wouldn't be here if he hadn't done that.
Oh my God, is that true?
Yes.
I had no idea.
You can't argue like that. It's far too personal.
It's my life.
An empirical argument, always the weakest kind.
Name
calling, Rose. Stick to your facts.
There's an essay that was written by a French feminist in the late 1970s. In it, she presents what I think is one of the best arguments for choice. So here's the question she poses. I'll paraphrase and change locations to make it more relevant. Let's say you, Craig, get a call telling you that in California there's a man or a woman dying, and the only way for this person to live is for you, Craig, no one else, for you to go there and physically attach yourself to this person for 9 months, or he or she will die. Now tell me, if you decide not to do this, should you be arrested for murder?
I wasn't responsible for that person ending up like that. A woman is responsible for getting pregnant.
Oh, she's responsible. She is, and he had nothing to do with it.
I didn't say that. My father took responsibility. My father stepped up.
All right, we're finished. Time to move on.
Craig never answered Rose's first question about the person in California.
I wouldn't be responsible for that person getting sick. But if I got someone pregnant, she and I, that baby would be our responsibility. Period.
Are you telling me that if you had a few too many one night and you hooked up with some girl you'd only just met and got this girl pregnant, you're telling me that you would have to pay for that mistake for the rest of your life?
Exactly why I'm here. My parents got drunk, had sex one time. My father took responsibility.
It's really that black and white for you? Really? Absolutely no shades in between. A rationalist response.
It is black or white. It's always black and white.
Lights come down, lights come up on the car in the present, Craig and Rose drive.
What was your dad like?
Why?
Why what?
Are you asking me that? You never did before.
You don't have to talk about him.
What did you think he was like?
I only saw him that one time, your 11th birthday party.
And
I don't remember much. He kind of drifted around the outside. Wasn't there long.
indifferent, bored, much too mundane for his taste.
I don't know about that.
When we'd go on family holidays, it always had to be somewhere exotic. India, Morocco, Indonesia, Tunisia.
And that's a bad thing?
Nothing was ever enough, nothing. He was always restless. We'd arrive and you could sense his disappointment, that once again he'd been let down.
Maybe he just wanted to be home.
My father? No, home boredom. In the city, we moved 4 times in 10 years. Knock down walls, install more windows, change the bathroom, strip the kitchen, and start over. Even if it was brand new. On one brownstone roof, he installed not one but 2 pools, a lap pool and a bathing pool. At my grandparents' perfect, simple farmhouse, don't you think it's all a bit excessive? A full gym, sauna, and jacuzzi in the basement, the skylights and the fireplaces, the barn with the children's theater, our pond, which is really a pool because he lined it with the slate he had flown in from Italy. And of course, the famous elevated walk that goes on and on for 3 miles through what? A swamp. Because it's important for Rose to understand her natural environment, for Rose to identify all those summer sounds she hears at night, and for Rose to learn the piano, Rose. Okay, so you're not good at piano. Try violin. Okay, so music isn't quite your thing. Languages. Let's try languages. Bingo. You're pretty good at that. You learned Spanish. You're fluent. But am I going to congratulate you? No, no. I'll just ask for more. Learn French, Rose. You got that, now Chinese.
Now slow it down here.
Heliskiing. That's what he was off to do the last time. A helicopter would fly him to some glacier in the middle of God knows where in Alaska so he could ski on it. The ultimate irony being that he died in a car accident on the way to the airport. God, I bet that pissed him off. Dying in such an ordinary way, but the thing is, what I can't stop thinking about is what he would have thought if I'd gone to him and said, Dad, I've done something terrible. I hit a little girl with a car. I hit her and then I left the scene of the accident. I wonder if his eyes would have lit up, if something would finally have sparked his interest, made him feel truly alive.
Lights down on the car, lights up on the Carter house, end of April. Same day as breakfast, Rose and Fiona walk into their house having just returned from breakfast at the Carter house.
Oh, I'm stuffed.
6 pancakes and 6 pieces of bacon. I can't imagine why.
Do you think Teresa's mad at me?
Why?
Because of Craig, our argument.
You were flirting with him.
I was not.
He's very attractive, very fit.
I'm not having this conversation with you.
Teresa adores you. You know that. Wishes you were her daughter.
I got really sad seeing her today.
Why? She's never been happier. All those years cleaning houses after Ron was so sick, it dragged on her, humiliated her really, and now she can stop. It's wonderful.
But she'll never have children, and Teresa should have had kids. She's so maternal. She was born to be a mother.
Why do I feel slighted by that observation?
I love you, Mama. Love that you're my mother, but you're not maternal. You've never been maternal.
I see.
Do you mind?
I don't think so, no. Do you think you'll have children someday?
I don't know. I suppose.
There are no rules, sweetheart. You don't have to have them. And if you do, don't do it out of some kind of obligation, or worse, because you're trying to fill some gap in your life. Because if you do that, if you're not sure of yourself first, absolutely content with yourself, your children aren't going to provide that for you. No matter what anyone tells you, they will not. I'm going to clean out Dad's office.
I'll help.
Go for a walk, a bike ride.
No, I want to help. I do.
They go to the stairs.
Let's not do this. Not today.
It has to be done. It's ghoulish.
But not today, please.
All right.
Fiona goes to the couch, takes her book off the coffee table.
Then I'll just read my mystery.
She settles in with her book. Rose watches her mother as the lights fade. Scene 3, a few days later. Rose and Teresa wearing gardening clothes and coming into the Carter house.
I don't think I've ever in my whole entire life have I ever been so completely, wholly, and fundamentally exhausted. Weeding and digging, and then more weeding and digging, all those huge bags of mulch you haul around. How do you do that every day?
It takes time, but you build your strength. You don't have to do this. I would understand.
I'm not quitting, absolutely not. And you mustn't go easy on me, promise me, T.
I promise. You want something to drink?
A beer. I don't know why I just said that.
Do you want a beer?
No, orange juice and seltzer.
You'll stay for supper.
I'm all smelly.
You'll fit right in.
She brings Rose her drink.
It was so cool seeing you out there today, giving everyone orders. Very impressive it was, the CEO of Gardens. Stupid analogy. You seem so happy.
I am.
Which do you prefer, gardens for the new houses or the old houses, the old farms?
I really don't prefer one over the other. But in terms of clients, a lot of the old houses are being bought up by the second home people, the weekenders, and they don't always value my work, my opinion.
Isn't that what we are?
No.
It's our second home.
No, it's your first home. New York City is your second home, and stop trying to make trouble.
I'm starving.
She goes to the cupboard in the kitchen, gets a bag of potato chips.
Yes, something salty.
I've missed you.
I've missed you. Do something for me.
Anything.
Would you mind not talking about Harvard?
I only told a few people.
You told everyone on the crew. Rose is going to Harvard in the fall. Rose knows 3 languages.
Well, I'm proud of you.
I know, thank you, but it doesn't make me any better than anyone else.
Is that what you think? Do I think you're better?
No, of course not, but I just want to be one of the crew this summer. Just one of the crew.
All right. Now call your mother. Ask her about dinner.
I will. I just need to rest for a minute.
She rests on the couch.
How's your mother doing?
How do you think she's doing?
I'm not sure.
She sits around reading British mysteries all day.
You're exaggerating.
This woman came over to the house yesterday. She's a volunteer for something called, what was it? Tremont Alliance? Tremont Conservation?
Tremont Conservation Alliance?
Yes, CTA. She called it that.
What did they want?
For Mama to get involved.
How?
Write a check, I imagine. No, that's crass. She seemed very nice.
Did she ask your mother about money?
She was much more subtle than that. Asked if Mama would be interested in getting involved, volunteering. But Mama said no, thanked her for stopping by, and said she'd be too busy with me. She just lied to her. She just lied.
We hear Ron on his cell phone.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, Pauline. Make it all official.
Ron is now in the house.
Well, look who's here. How'd she do?
It was awful. I kept pulling out flowers I thought were weeds and leaving weeds I thought were flowers.
You staying for supper?
If you don't mind.
Why would I mind? Your family.
Ron goes into the kitchen.
And look at these beauties here.
He pulls a plate of hamburger patties out of the refrigerator.
Hamburgers with a nice blue cheese, but I don't do them on the grill. I've got this special burner attachment where I pan fry the burgers to juicy perfection and leave the grill for the veggies and potatoes, make them nice and crisp.
Oh, how I've missed your obsession with food.
Call your mother.
I will.
Call her now. We're going to eat soon.
Let me be on my own tonight. Like the old days when Mom and Dad would leave me with you, just one night away from her, one night. She's driving me crazy.
Rose.
I'm so worried about her, I don't know what to do.
They are suddenly aware of Craig standing in the doorway.
You putting everything away?
Yeah.
Don't you have a date tonight?
Nope.
What happened?
I canceled it.
You think you'll be eating with us?
Leave him alone.
Teresa takes the veggies from Ron, heading for the back door.
Come on, Ron.
The cheese. We need the blue cheese.
Teresa grabs the cheese, they walk out.
You staying for supper?
That's okay with you.
Why wouldn't it be?
If I had an abortion, you'd think I was a murderer.
You really want to start that again? My uncle is out there with his famous burgers. I'd like one of those burgers. But my Aunt T will ask me to leave if she thinks you're upset.
Hardly.
You can do no wrong in her eyes. She ripped me another one after you and your mother left that morning.
Craig takes out a beer.
Want one? You don't like it?
I don't know.
You've never had a beer? Seriously?
My life isn't like that.
There are no parties in New York?
Yes, there are parties. I've been to parties, but it's always the same. Have a drink, Rose. Take some pot, Rose. A tab of Molly. Loosen up, Rose. Whatever. I don't like being out of control. I want to understand what I'm doing at all times.
I just asked if you wanted a beer.
Ron fries burgers. Teresa washes veggies and potatoes on the grill.
I called Pauline Randolph today.
Why'd you do that?
She told me that there was a delay, that the farmer hadn't signed off yet.
I know.
You didn't tell me.
Nothing to tell, just a delay.
Does the farmer want to sell to Pauline and Bud?
Of course he wants to sell. He's broke. Can't pay his taxes. Jesus, T, the veggies.
Oh, shit, sorry.
Is this going to be a regular thing, Rose here for dinner?
If that's what she wants. She just lost her father.
I lost my father too, 12 years old, watching him piss drunk in front of the TV, then he spits up blood and dies. 2 weeks later, I'm holding down 2 jobs after school to help pay my mother's jobs. How's she doing in the garden?
She'll be fine. She doesn't know a shovel from an edger. I had to show her how to dig a hole.
Lights pull up on Craig and Rose.
So how was your first day?
I have a lot to learn. I'll learn it. I will learn something practical this summer.
Practical.
How Teresa makes money. That's practical. I once overheard my father say to my mother that I was turning into a spoiled cunt.
Jesus.
It's okay. Frankness was his thing. He believes that if you wanted to be your best, you always had to learn more, do more, get outside your box.
What box is that?
You're joining the Navy.
The SEALs. It's all about the SEALs.
What about college?
Not for me.
Why?
For starters, I can't afford it.
Exactly. The box. You actually could find a way, but your box tells you there's no way.
I was going to ask you out, but you're starting to piss me off. Would you go out with me?
When?
Tomorrow?
Okay.
Hello?
Fiona walks into the house. She carries a bottle of wine and a pastry box.
There you are. I've been calling you all day.
Teresa doesn't allow cell phones on the job.
Hello, Craig.
Hey, Mrs. Dodd.
Oh, please, please call me Fiona.
Teresa and Ron come in with veggies and burgers.
I've been alone at the house all day and I'm missing everyone.
We're glad you're here.
I didn't come empty-handed.
She opens the box to show a chocolate pie.
That's beautiful. Where did you get it?
I baked it.
Why did you do that?
Did you see this, Ron? Chocolate pie. She even piped the whipped cream on it.
It's just a pie tea.
And it's beautiful.
Well, let's eat it before it gets cold.
Who wants what to drink?
Beer.
Me too.
You've had enough. Give him a soda, Rose.
I'll have wine with your mother.
I've made a decision about next year. I'm not going back to the city in the fall. I'll stay here.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. And don't worry, Ron. I won't drive you crazy dropping in. I know you and Teresa have very busy lives.
I didn't say a word.
What are you going to do?
You just asked me that, sweetheart, and the answer is still the same. I don't know. I'll sit in our house and be quiet and think.
About what?
Still the same, sweetheart. I don't know. Would you have time to work on a few things around the house? I know you'll be busy with your new project.
I'll make time for you, Fiona.
Thank you. You're very good to me.
Your family. That's what families do.
I'm starving. Oh my God, that's so good. You'll have to give me the recipe.
Lights come down. Lights come up on the Dodd house, beginning of June. Rose chases Craig into the house.
Listen, no, listen.
She hands him her Nano.
Tell me it's not amazing.
He takes her Nano, sticks it in the earbuds, presses play, listens for a few beats, then removes earbuds.
All just Fiona Apple to me.
St. Vincent is nothing like Fiona Apple.
I love you. I'm so fucked up. Please don't take a big shit on my head.
You should talk Mr. I worship at the altar of all that is Electric Wizard. Now that's derivative. I'm surprised Black Sabbath hasn't sued them for copyright infringement.
Ooh, derivative copyright infringement. Aren't we the college girl?
And don't you just love it?
You think I love it.
I know you do.
I love you.
You do?
Fuck. Rose.
I love you too.
They start to kiss. She falls on the couch. He jumps on top of her.
3, 2, they're in love.
I didn't know that was...
Condoms. Condoms, I don't have.
I don't care. I don't care.
Rose!
He jumps up. Fiona walks into the kitchen.
Hello, Craig.
Mrs. Dodd.
Fiona.
Sorry, Fiona.
How was your kayak?
Great. We went to the river.
Saw a bald eagle.
Wonderful. When I was a girl, you rarely saw anything like that. Of course, there were a lot fewer houses, so much more open space, and the wild things could hide. Deer, bear, fisher cats, eagles, they had their territory, and we had ours. Now, all these houses are being built. We're robbing the animals, robbing them of their homes. Do you know the Davenport farm?
The cow farm.
Not just cows, goats, pigs. They do some vegetables too, eggs from their chickens. I took my bike over there today. It's an extraordinary place, like something out of a Hardy landscape. A Hardy landscape.
No, I typed it wrong. She didn't.
That's the property my Uncle Ron is developing. Well, not him exactly. He'll be in charge. It's Pauline Randolph and Bud Stark's company.
Have you two had lunch?
We had sandwiches in town.
I better get home. I'm driving up to see my father this afternoon.
Rose and Craig go to the door.
See you later.
Give Davy my best.
I'll do that.
And he's gone.
We had so much fun.
Are you staying safe?
Jesus, Mama, stop.
It's just that sometimes in the heat of the moment, a condom is the last thing that you think of.
It's fine. We're fine. I'm glad you got out on your bike.
Don't be condescending. I'm making an orange juice and seltzer. Would you like one?
Please.
I had a summer romance when I was your age. He was a friend of Davy's and Teresa's. I think he's a policeman now.
I need a shower.
She starts with the steps.
We're going to keep seeing each other next year.
Did you promise him that?
We promised it to each other. And Mama, I want to learn how to pay bills.
What?
Pay bills, write checks. Will you teach me?
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Craig pays all his bills. He's been doing it since he was 13 and he had to get his first job.
Rose exits, Fiona picks up the phone.
Is this Ellen? Ellen, Fiona Dodd. I'd like to help your group, help you save the Davenport farm. Now, how much will you need?
End of Act 1.